This is the real McCoy, Joe D X. And if I love wrestling and you love wrestling,
not here, you missing out. This show.
Welcome to the We Love Wrestling spot. This is a special week because we heading into Black Wrestlers Matters 2. You see it right there. Still got the poster up from the first one. The second one to go up too. We have the person, one of the competitors who will be going for the first ever Black Wrestlers Matters Championship. If you was on watching last fall, we talked about it. It should have happened last year, but it's happening this year. We have the real McCoy, JDX. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. How are you doing?
I'm doing good, man. Since the last we talked, how's everything been going for you?
Oh, man, it's been a roller coaster ride. Nevertheless, let's see here. What can we say? When was the last time we talked? Maybe August, right?
Back about August, yeah.
August, September, maybe. Yeah, it's been one hell of a ride. I've had a few big matches here and there. I'm down training here in Atlanta. I'm not able to speak on which school I'm at, but if you look up the schools in Atlanta, I'm pretty sure you're able to take a wild guess.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm just trying to, further my, my learning in my craft.
Okay.
Trying to perfect my craft,
So can't speak on what school. So how do you like Atlanta? Because you live in Minnesota. So
no, man. Correction. Actually, I made the jump. I moved to Atlanta here, man.
Oh, you moved to AT. Oh,
moved today, man. Okay. Remember we were talking about Eastern time and Central time, and I was like, oh yeah, I probably should have told him I'm now officially like Eastern time for good now.
Okay, well, we love to see it. So things going on. I saw something with you, BSB, Big Start brand.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Saw you got affiliated with them. How's that, man?
Man, that's been awesome, dude. Billy Starks, Mouse, they're awesome. Mouse is always pulling for me. Like I told him, man, he always goes harder for me than I go for myself sometimes, which is, it's a good thing, but also it's a bad thing, because I should go harder for myself. But it's just a testament to how much he actually believes in me. So,
hey, somebody got to go. Everybody should be going hard for you. I mean, you look like a superstar. I'm just waiting for the chance that you pop, because I showed the picture to some of the people. They was like, yo, who is this? I'm like, that's JDX. They like, where? I'm like, yo, he's a real deal when you watch it. Real deal. So let's catch back up. People may have saw it on the first time, so I got to ask again. The real McCoy, what's behind the name?
Oh, so man, that's my great-grandmother, the late and great, I should say. My grandmother, her name was Louise McCoy. She's no longer with us. It's kind of like a tribute to her. I feel like she was the real deal. Like she really was the real McCoy. So the tribute to her, as some people may or may not know, my shoot last name is McCoy. So I just took that. I'm like, it's an old school type of thing. The real McCoy basically means like the real deal, the genuine article. This guy, he's legit, for a lack of a better explanation.
You said legit, so I want to go into something that's legit.
Okay. Do it. Perfect segue.
Yeah. You and JDX. I mean, you JDX and Jyc. Jyc talks a lot.
Oh man, does he?
And y'all got this match coming up. So I've seen this moving. He's out here. Seeing him popping up at other companies. Say he's on a little wave right now. And this matchup for this championship, I mean, y'all been going back and forth. Saw y'all meet in the parking lot. So yeah, heard y'all got a debate coming up, man. How do you really feel about this guy?
Now, there's one or two ways I can go about this. So actually, we already had the debate.
Oh.
Yeah. So we had the debate, and in typical Jyc fashion, he I'm gonna choose my language here carefully. He punked out. He left the party early. Actually, it's funny you brought up the little scramble we had in the parking lot, because that was over him not showing up for a WrestleMax date in St. Louis. We had a triple threat with him, myself, and Devon Monroe, and he decided not to show. So we exchanged words in the parking lot about him not being professional. And so he said something to me, and I said something back, and I was like, "Oh, you decided to actually show up today, dog." And so then that's and then you fast forward to our debate, and he cut the party early. So yeah, I'm constantly talking about his unprofessionalism, if that's a word. Yeah.
See, I mean, seem like y'all may have a little real heat. I mean,
Yeah.
I saw the match that was coming up in St. Louis, and I was like, "Yo, they get ready to have a match at WrestleMax,
Yes,
but
sir.
they also got Black Wrestlers Matters happening." And then
Mhm.
I was like, "Oh," because I saw you online, and let's not hold it. You went in on your tweet. You was like, "You unprofessional. You didn't show up for this." You know, you said you was gonna show up and make a commitment and everything, and then he didn't show. Do you believe he's gonna show for the Black Wrestlers Matters 2 match?
You know, at this point, there's anybody's guess. There's anybody's guess. I don't know. He might have car troubles. Hell, he might say that his dog ate his plane ticket. Shit, who knows? Who knows, man? Who knows?
Not his dog ate his plane ticket. So I can't wait to see that. Black Wrestlers Matters 2 in April. We gave out, I think, about 40 codes. They was $2. People just had to DM us, and we sent them out. If you don't have it yet, you can go to Black Wrestlers 2 site on Big Cartel. Order it for $15, I believe, at this point. June 19th at 7 p.m. It's a stacked card, and this is like the main event of the card right here. Now, JDX, I got to ask you, being down in Atlanta, I know you probably just gonna say, "Well, I can't really talk about it." I know you must have some things coming up, making the move to Atlanta.
Man, I hope so. Honestly, I'm not trying to fave you, man. I'm not. And if it seems like that, it's because I'm being faved too. I promise you, there's a lot of uncertainty. It's a lot of uncertainty right now. Like I really don't know. And while that's fun, it's scary at the same time because it's like I don't know what the future holds. Not even like the immediate. You know what I mean? So we'll see. We'll see. We will see.
It's a lot of companies down there. Are you still taking independent dates and everything?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So actually, I was dealing with a groin injury, like my second week into school. I was dealing with a groin injury that had me sidelined for about 3 weeks. So I wasn't able to really pull up to any shows, do the deal and help out and whatnot, do the networking and stuff. But I'm planning on networking pretty soon here and pulling up to some shows and actually pulling up to some more Midwest, some bigger shows. So we'll see what happens.
Hey, pull up to all these shows. If they don't know you, they need to know you. There we go with Nicole. She's about to come in. But I got to ask you. You posted on Instagram. I've seen your outfit. Black Wrestlers Matters 2.
Yes,
it looks like cross colors or a. Let me go ahead and bring Nicole in here. What's up, Nicole?
Hey, give me 1 second. I literally just got in my house. Fucking traffic's awful.
You just got in the house, so I'm gonna go ahead and ask you, JDX, about your outfit. It's like a cross colors. Look like a little something you'll see on Martin or something. How did you come up with this idea?
Yeah, that's what I was going for, man. So I obviously paying tribute, to Africa with the African flag and stuff, the patterns, and then also like a tribute to Martin. I feel like Martin is a very pro-black show and stuff, and so I've just always been a fan of the font. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just combine the two, and like it took me a while to come up with a design that I was really set on, but what you see on Instagram and Twitter is the finalized product, and I really like it. It came out pretty gorgeous, actually. So shout out to Enhancement Talent. I was able to collaborate with them, and they brought my vision to life. And also CP Arts and Graphics, a guy out of Chicago. He's the truth when it comes to like designing logos and other graphics and stuff. So if y'all out there and y'all need some artwork done, hit up CP Arts.
CP Arts, you need artworks, graphics. JDS just told you. The outfit I'm talking about is the cover art. The picture, you know what I'm saying? So that outfit he got on, that is what we are talking about. And so you say Martin, What's like one of your top Martin episodes?
My top Martin episode. Oh, that's a good question. Maybe when Martin, it was like one of the early on episodes. I don't want to say it was the first one, but it was when he was on radio and he was talking about like Gina adores me. He like when I tell Gina to jump, she says,
"Hey." I know exactly what you're talking about.
And so then when she was getting ready to leave, he was like, Gina, baby. He's like,
Oh my gosh.
Hey, I know exactly. Well, stepped in, Gina. Hey, that's the top episode. Welcome in, Nicole. We was just talking about the favorite Martin episode of his. You have a favorite Martin episode?
I don't remember though. I haven't watched Martin in years. What? The one that I always remember liking, it's so hard for me to rewatch shows. It was, what was it? It was either like their power was out or something was out. Do you know which episode I'm talking about?
I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
And I remember that always used to crack me up, whatever episode that was. But I haven't rewatched Martin in years. I'll have to do that sometimes.
That was the episode. Their power was out, and Brumman had took his CD player.
Okay.
And, Martin was trying to find out who took the CD player, and he had the dog walking around the table and everything. That's a great episode. Nicole, JDX. This is Nicole. You know, she's with We Love Wrestling. Also,
hi.
That's nice to meet you.
Thank you.
So you can have somebody else to talk to besides me. I'm going to go over to her so she can ask some questions.
All right. So obviously, sorry, I guess, took up my work meeting, went an hour later than I originally planned to. So oh my God, this fucking cat. So I unfortunately didn't get here on time, but we could get started whenever you're ready.
Oh, you can go ahead and go, Nicole.
Okay, so obviously Terry asked you a little bit of what you guys talked about Black Wrestlers Matter show. So I just kind of wanted to get, like, obviously we're trying to, especially with We Love Wrestling, and I feel like us Black, I don't want to say creators, but within or media within wrestling right now are putting so hard on trying to get focus on people that look like us. So how do you think Black Wrestlers Matter show really aids to the conversation of showing the Black talent that we have within, not only within the indies or just coming up in general right now?
I think it's doing a tremendous job, actually. I think really GCW and I believe it's AJ Gray who books for the culture, along with I'm sure there may be more promotions out there that are like highlighting, just literally all Black shows. But the only two that come to mind is for me is GCW is like for the culture, like during Mania weekend, and then also Black Wrestlers Matter. So I think they're doing a great job. Like for there to only be two, and it's not just like a knockoff show. You know what I mean? There's some top talent on the indies, on Black Wrestlers Matter. Not just the first one, but here on the second one too. And I'm sure John has probably got a few, surprises up his sleeve and stuff. So
that's awesome. So we talked a little bit. Terry asked you about your outfit and your gear inspiration. So obviously you said you pulled from Martin, which we talked about. So what other, I don't want to say like Black entertainers or basically things within Black culture that you also get influence from for not only your gear, for your character as well?
Got you. It's a long list. Honestly, there's a little bit of it's a little bit of everything, but let me speak on a few of them. I would say LeBron James. Like if you know anything about LeBron and you know anything about me, it's not hard to see like the comparisons of like me doing the powder toss and stuff.
Yeah. I'm from Ohio, Northern Ohio, so we are prime LeBron country over here.
Yeah, so LeBron James, a little bit of Drake, Logic, the rapper. Let me see, who else? J. Cole, Stephen Curry, It's like a lot of big names. I draw inspirations from The Rock, of course. Inside wrestling, him. A lot of former, like, not even former. Why did I say former? A lot of black wrestlers. I was gonna say former black independent wrestlers, like such as ACH, Shane Strickland, Leo Rush, those type of talents and stuff. But yeah, I draw a little bit of inspiration from a lot of different people. A lot of Kanye, very inspired by Kanye. Um, I'm sure once we get done with this, I'm gonna be like, oh, why didn't I say this person?
No, and that always happens. I feel like sometimes like there's just so much, and this is just like us as a culture, but I feel like wrestlers are able to draw so much in
Yeah,
creating characters from literally any corner of any type of universe. So I feel like that's one of those things that are kind of always ever evolving with, like, as you grow as a performer and then
mm-hmm.
as a character in general.
Absolutely.
But also, what and then besides what you have going on, what else can we look forward to for the Black Wrestler Matter 2 show, besides what we're gonna see from you, of course, but also want to know what can we expect from you from the show in general.
Gotcha. Also, one other person I want to say that I am inspired from is Omari Hardwick from like Power Ghost. His character,
Yes.
like with the suits and stuff. That's me, like trying to be like a Black James Bond. So definitely Omari Hardwick. But as far as what you can expect from me, last year I debuted New Interest Music. One of my homies, Cooley Five, is his stage name. He he's putting some lyrics down on that same instrumental I bought last year where I debuted the music. So this year I'll be debuting new music with lyrics. So yeah.
Oh, you're mute, Terry.
Yeah, I know. That beat is raw. If it's the song that I think he talked about, that beat is raw. So some lyrics over it, yeah, I'm ready for it.
Yes,
I
sir.
am ready.
I love it. And then I kind of sometimes I wish I always preface this question, but I always just love hearing people's answers. So if you could build your own faction,
Mm.
does it matter what company they're from, signed, retired, they could no longer be with us? Who would you put together to really, not only would you just love to see in general, but would really amplify your character and your gimmick to its fullest potential, or could really, or something that could really push you forward?
That's a really tough question. So I don't know how I would fit into this faction because like when we get in this, we see ourselves as like top guys and stuff like that. Younger, you see yourself, you're gunning to be like world champion and stuff. So I don't know where I fit into the faction, but like, is it like a fantasy? Like I can do fantasy?
Yeah, fantasy.
Okay.
Literally, you can. I don't want to bog you, so you can pick between like 3 to 4, just so it's not too. So you don't have to think about too many different
Okay.
people.
I got you. All right. I would take a group of. Damn. Yeah. See, I would definitely be the lowest. I would be the lowest on the totem pole, but I'm gonna do it anyways. Probably The Rock, myself, along with Ricky Starks.
I like that. That might be too much. That might be too many dudes with too much money in one area. You guys,
Yeah. I don't know.
that's a lot of
Yeah.
Gucci loafers and chains on a lot of dudes that
Yeah.
you guys gotta. That's gonna be a wild security check, man, at an airport.
What's that word they're using now? That's a whole lot of drip.
Yes, literally. But not only so, just to segue a little bit from the Black Wrestler Matters show, and then I'll kick it back over to Terry. So besides this, what can we look forward to from you for the rest of, or for the summer and for the remainder of the year?
Well, like I was telling Terry, I had a few Midwest promotions that I was supposed to have done, but unfortunately, due to injury, I perform at those shows. So hopefully, I can get back to my home base, First Wrestling. Hopefully, I can get. I was supposed to make my AAW debut back in my hometown of Chicago, Illinois. Supposed to make my debut there a few months back in April. So hopefully, I can do that. I was supposed to make a debut for Future Stars of Wrestling out in Las Vegas. So hopefully I can actually get back there and do that too. Yeah, those are some of my main goals, like to really hit up, like to really be able to make my debut for those top promotions.
Also, we have AIW in Cleveland area, so I know you guys kind of tune in every once in a while. So you should be reaching out to this young gentleman. You hear it first from myself and Terry, and I will bug y'all about it.
Absolutely, yes. A lot of people have told me to hit up AIW.
Yeah. Dope group of people. Obviously they got they're really a lot of the people that have graduated from there for the recently or really worked for them are doing a tremendous job in various companies right now and on the indies. So
Yes.
again, awesome. But I mean, I think that's all I want to cover right now until something else pops in my head. But again, like you've been doing amazing, and I'm happy that we get to see more of you going on with this show. And obviously, thank you for taking the time to speak to speak to Terry again, but also speaking to me. We really appreciate it.
No, I appreciate you guys. Thank you for all that you guys actually do. I'm always scrolling on Instagram and I see you guys highlighting like some dope match or something. Like highlights and stuff.
That's all Terry, man.
If I can find a match, I'm gonna put up some clips of it. Like I feel like if I spotlight a person, I see something that they did.
Yes, sir.
I gotta put it out there because it's about the wrestling. So
wrestlers over companies.
Facts.
Sorry.
Facts. Let me ask you, JDX, are you sponsored by Nike? Because you named a lot of people, and I see in your outfits and your promo poster, you got the Nike armbands and towels.
I should be, man, right? I should be. See that's my inspiration. Like LeBron, also Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson is my favorite football player of all time. So just like like that sports athlete type of thing. That's what I'm going for. So I should be sponsored by Nike. That's one of my goals, like one of my huge goals, like up in the clouds somewhere, to be one of the first ever professional wrestlers sponsored by Nike. So
Nike, look at me. If you look at the promo posters, he's already putting y'all on. So put them on. This is me talking to the companies. AAW, FSW, AIW, but
Ruthless
AAW Pro and FSW, he was scheduled to be on there. Future Stars, I saw the poster with him. I saw it. Bring him out there. I know y'all got a lot going on. AAW, you back out here with like a show every month or a show every 3 weeks. Bring him up to Chicago. He's from Chicago. He should be banging in Chicago. Zelo Pro, Freelance.
Mm-hmm.
We got there's Enjoy.
Enjoy.
What was that? Pennsylvania? It's
Pittsburgh.
over here.
Yeah,
Pittsburgh. Ruthless Pro, which is in the city I'm currently in Toledo.
Yeah. And did I see you on OVW?
Yeah, I made a appearance on OVW. Yeah. No, I was just thinking about Mouse. Like I think Mouse saw me like the next week after I made that appearance, so we had a conversation about that. So it just tickled me for a second.
Yeah, he was on there. That's all I'm gonna say about them down there. But yeah, let's keep it in here. So JDX, before we do the put yourself over moment, I do have to ask you, because to me this is like a very important match that's gonna happen. Like when I see championships out here, there's a lot of championships. You got the Pan African Championship, but you actually have a championship that's called the Black Wrestlers Matters Championship.
Mm-hmm.
So I have this thing where I say like no boundaries. So Black Wrestlers Matter, to my knowledge, well, it's twice in a year, but it'll happen like once a year. If you win this title, one, what would it mean to you? And number two, do you know if the champion will be able to defend this title just in other promotions while waiting for like Black Wrestlers Matters 2 to come up? Or would you do that if you won the championship?
Oh yeah, absolutely. No, come on now. The D stands for defend. I'm gonna defend that.
I know.
Able to win.
That's right.
That was a song.
I just realized last week he put up a post talking about the D stands for delicious. And the first thing that came in my head was like, I ain't calling no another man delicious.
Oh, yeah. I was actually thinking about that earlier. I was like, I wonder how many people actually think, like, when I say the D stands for, like, they literally think that's what I mean. Because
you need to start doing that. Just
it's never just one thing. Like, it's I just want to let that be known. Like, I literally have a t-shirt. If you go on Pro Wrestling Tees, I'm dropping links already. Yeah, if you go on Pro Wrestling Tees /JDX, you'll see that one of my t-shirts is the D stands for, and it has a whole bunch of D words. So that's just I'm dead. Put yourself over.
I mean, you already started, guys. Go ahead and put it up there. But yeah, you can go ahead.
But yeah, man, sorry to divert away from your question like that. To answer your question, what it'll mean to me, it sounds cliche, but I really feel as though it'd be history making, because there can only be one. It's just like Chris Jericho, you know, he never let you live it down. Like, he never failed to remind you that he was the first ever undisputed champion, right? So that would be me, not like in an egotistical way, but I'm gonna let it be known. I'm gonna carry that belt with me everywhere. You know, as long as I'm able to defend it, oh, you best believe I'm gonna defend it. Top promotions, like, it doesn't matter, everywhere. Whether it's at Black Wrestlers Matter 3, 4, 5, 6, it does not matter. You get the point. So I'm gonna be down to defend it, that's for sure. And as far as what it'll mean everything, because it's not just a gimmick, you know what I mean? It's something that I truly feel we do matter. We have to be seen. We have to stick together. We talked about this probably on our first podcast that I did with you, Terry, that we have to unite. You know what I mean? It's not just here on the indies, but it's being signed too. You know what I mean? Whether it's AEW, WWE, Impact, we have to stick together. You know what I mean? So it'll mean everything to me, man. I feel like I said one line on the debate with Jyc. I was saying that in the museum one day you'll see the Malcolm X's, you'll see the the Martin Luther Kings, you'll see the Frederick Douglasses of the world, the Booker T. Washingtons. Hell, if you want to go inventors, you'll see the Elijah McCoys, and right next to him there will be the real McCoy, JDX, yours truly. And I'll be holding that Black Wrestlers Matters Championship. That's what I envision. That's where we can take this thing, you know. So we only on the second one, so we just keep it rolling, man.
Ooh,
I love that.
It's all Black Wrestlers Matters. I say if he wins, definitely gonna have a picture. We definitely gonna read that stuff, and I'm gonna talk my stuff. But, JDX, you know what this is. We want you to give the people your social media, any ways this can support you. Let them know how to contact you to put you on shows. We just want you to go ahead and put yourself open.
Yeah, bookers, promoters. I can be contacted any social media platform. You can also email me at jmccoy113@gmail.com. Also, you can find me on social media. Let's start with Instagram at official.jdx. On Twitter, I'm official JDX. On Facebook, I am the real McCoy JDX. You can check out my YouTube. I regret doing this because I hate my matches. I need the followers. I need the subscribers on YouTube as well. So we'll say Justin David Xavier over on YouTube. And then also, on Pro Wrestling Tees, as I spoke of earlier, you find me on there, Pro Wrestling Tees, and just search JDX or /JDX, I believe. You go to my.
Yes, sir. Go on there, buy something. I can't wait to see it. I'm telling you, people, like, when you look at him, he looks like a superstar. He should be out there. And Black Wrestlers Matter, that's the first show. If you go to his YouTube, he does put up matches that he has. So, you can't say that you haven't seen the matches. You can go on there, see some of them matches, see what's going on with JDX. It's a good thing. And I'm telling you, when he cross over that line, you better know who he is, because he's coming. He's doing the same things that some of your favorite athletes out here doing. And, he's over that injury, so I can't wait to see it. before we Jay, oh man, I don't even know if I want to do this.
Uh-oh.
Well, I am gonna do this to the other companies. Hey yo, he's in Atlanta. I know about 5 of y'all. I expect JDX to be on a show this summer, and y'all know who I'm talking to because he's in Atlanta. Contact We Love Wrestling, put him on the show. Because in my mind, I got something in my head going, but I know it'll have to build him up for a second. But put him on the show and watch him take over the opportunity in the event that y'all gave him. But man, Nicole, thank Nicole for coming in, down for the count. Jyc, go ahead.
I understand.
Jyc, you're gonna be down for the count on Saturday, June 19th.
Yes, sir.
Down. We in the building. If you don't got tickets, Big Cartel, Black Wrestlers Matter, buy tickets. Get there if you in the Iowa area. If not, watch it on TV. Support all Black wrestlers. It's going. Black Wrestlers Matters. Yeah.
Where's mine?
They gave this to me last year, so we'll see if they give me another one this year. They only gave one. So you know what I'm saying? Don't come like that, Nicole. Dang.
Coming up to the show, Nicole and Terry.
I cannot because I am back in the service industry right now. So it is very hard to get days off right now.
Understandable.
I'm gonna leave out Saturday morning and get there, and then just leave back out on Sunday.
Okay.
So I'll be in that thing.
Yes, sir.
Let's put Black Wrestlers Matters over. First year is supposed to be Faye and Brooke. I took the picture with them, but Faye retired. So in exchange for the match, they gave me 3 sponsored athletes. So Queen Bee, Brooke Valentine. Y'all watching this on Monday. Y'all can see her on Wednesday for Women on Wednesday. We're gonna talk to her. Willow Nightingale.
Yep.
Willow.
Fire.
We're gonna talk to you soon, Willow. I'll talk to you Mania weekend. We coming. And Coach Rink, stay woke. Coach Rink is making debuts everywhere. And I talked to them last August and I asked them about it, and they was like, all they gotta do is say a word, and now they out there. So hey, we love to see movement. Can't wait for Black Wrestlers Matter 2. JDX, you in the Atlanta area, tell everybody at the school. We Love Wrestling said what's up. A few of them know us. They know what it is. But other than that, again, thank Nicole from Down for the Count. Thank JDX, the real McCoy, for joining us. Look at the man, dapper, Black Wrestling Alliance. Put him on the drip. You put him up there, put him on the drip thing again. And like I always say, if I love wrestling and you love wrestling, then we love wrestling. It's too sweet for the coach.